Here are 5 inspiring individuals who make a living from CS2 skins. Ranging from someone doing profitable trade-ups in their bedroom all the way to a YouTuber with millions of subscribers, I'm spending the next 24 hours with them and they're revealing their secrets on how to make money from CS2 skins.
The tip I have for someone trying to build their own YouTube channel today would be...
If your inventory is looking something like this and you want to switch it up so it looks like this, then check out Skin Swap, where you can easily trade your CS2 skins and you even get a free skin up to $50 when you first trade. You can also directly buy skins from the site for cash, or you can instantly sell your CS2 skins for a variety of payment methods. But even if you don't have any skins, there's something for you here, because they're always running at least 3 giveaways that you can enter for absolutely free. So claim your free stuff by checking out Skin Swap at the link in the description, and thank you to Skin Swap for sponsoring this video. First off, we have a community member in our Discord, Mlons, who's been doing profitable trade-ups for the last couple years, and he's made tens of thousands. In CS2, there's this thing called the trade-up contract, where you take 10 items, and it turns it into 1 item of the next highest rarity from one of the collections that you used. What you get seems pretty random, but it's actually very well defined. You can calculate the exact odds for the exact skins that you can get, and for some particular trade-ups, the average outcome is worth more than the cost of the 10 inputs, and this is what is known as a profitable trade-up. Take this op print stream trade-up as an example. You have a 50% chance to make $270 after fees, and you have a 50% chance to lose $149, and since the odds are the same, and the profits outweigh the losses, if you keep doing this trade-up, you keep making money.
I'm Malons. I've been doing profitable trade-ups for a bit over 3 years now, and I've made 25,000 US dollars doing them.
How did you get started with profitable trade-ups?
It was a lot of just looking at the market, realizing what cheaper skins traded up to expensive skins, and then a lot of playing about with trade-up calculators, seeing what was profitable, which collections gave you the best odds. I must have spent hours and hours just on the calculators before I did any trade-ups whatsoever, just understanding how everything worked and what prices the items were and what collections gave you the best odds to do smaller trade-ups.
What tips do you have for people starting out making money from CS2 trade-ups?
It's a lot of a patience game. You have to accept the fact that you're gonna lose some days you're gonna lose quite a lot, and it can be triggering and it can be tempting to go and chase your losses right away and do trade-ups that aren't as good to make your money back, but that's never the way you have to do things. If you want to keep making money on the long term, you have to be patient, you have to wait. Some days it'll go well, some days it'll go very badly, but that's just how it is.
I couldn't agree more. Patience is key when you're trying to make profit from profitable trade-ups, and if you need help understanding how trade-ups work in the first place, then I'd recommend checking out this hour-long guide that I made not too long ago. It teaches you everything. Up next, we have an Austrian gentleman who makes a living by trading CS2 skins. His name is Neon, and he's been in the scene for years and years and years, so let's see what he has to say.
Hello, I am Mr. Neon. I am a Counter-Strike skin trading YouTuber and, fitting to my YouTube profile, also a professional Counter-Strike skin trader.
How long have you been a full-time CS2 skin trader?
I started trading in 2014, so I'm doing it for over 11 years, but I'm doing it full-time for 3 years now.
What is your favorite part about trading CS2 skins?
My favorite thing is definitely just interacting with people and getting new skins every day. Even though I cash trade and trade full-time professionally now, it's always cool to just start CS every day and just have new skins to play with.
And what tip would you give to someone trying to start out making profit by trading CS2 skins?
I think the first thing is lower your expectations. I still think many people see like Anomaly, Sipple, or maybe my videos and think like, oh, I can just slip skins a little bit and I will have a Lambo in 2 weeks. But that's not Counter-Strike trading. And what many people also miss with that there's also some risks. You can get scammed, for example. There are laws and there are also taxes depending on where you live. So what I definitely advise people, lower your expectations and be careful. And when you want to start trading, you can definitely make money with it and it's hella fun. start with a lower budget so you kind of get into things and learn things without having a big risk. Lower your risks, start low, and have fun, I would say.
And how did you get started trading skins?
In the bad way, I would call it. Me and my friends were opening cases, and within 10 Bravo cases, I opened like the minimum Fire Serpent and the Golden Koi, and I was like, yo, what should I do with that? I sold it and acquired a few other skins, but I wanted to trade it, and then some guy said, yo, have you heard about CSGO Lounge? That's the way where you can trade skins. And yeah, then 10 years later, you do this full time.
Okay, maybe don't start by opening cases, but I think the lesson here is you don't go into trading because you expect to make a crazy amount of profit, but rather you go into trading because you love it, and in the end, after years of work, you start making a lot of profit. But if you want to take a little bit more of a passive approach to making money from CS2 skins, then this one's gonna be for you, because up next, I have a Mastershiny, a fellow YouTuber who focuses on investing in CS2 skins, so let's find out all of his secrets.
I'm Mastershiny. For the past 5 or so years now, I've really been focused on CS investing based content, helping to provide data for people, helping to give them the opportunity to make investments like I do, and showing my whole process of how I'm making investments and how I'm able to turn this profit.
Why did you choose investing particularly? Why not any other kind of methods to make money from CS?
The reason I like investing into CS specifically is because there's a lot of opportunity here, but it's not really capitalized off of. There's a lot of data that comes in for CS investing, but not many people are really sitting down and looking at that data precisely to figure out what opportunities exist inside of it, where we're going to be able to make some potential profit if things continue how they are, and how the whole situation kind of wraps up from there.
If you could give one tip to someone starting out with CS2 investing, what would it be?
My biggest piece of advice for someone starting out is definitely make your own investments. Look at the data people are providing for you, but don't just straight up listen to someone else's opinion, myself included, because you never know if that person does have ulterior motives or if they're just missing something entirely. It's very possible someone does have your best intention in mind, but they just are missing a huge piece of the puzzle that you may be able to find by looking at the data yourself or looking at the other opportunities that exist inside of CS investing.
Thank you for the insightful words, Mastershiny, and if I could add anything, I'd say to not buy into hypes and rather stick to investments with better fundamentals. For example, skins or items that are completely discontinued and the supply is being eaten up. They're always gonna be the objectively smarter choice than buying into some random item that suddenly spiked in price. I'm giving away this M4 cybersecurity at 1,000 likes. To enter, just like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure that your trade link is in your YouTube bio. Next up, we have a method to make money from CS2 skins that not a lot of people do, even though it is extremely lucrative, and that is cash trading. No, not cash trading, that's a little bit different. It's cash trading. The main gist of it is that you buy skins directly from people for cash, real life money, and you buy the skins at a slightly lower than market rate, so for example 90%, because you're facilitating an instant cash out, and then when the skin becomes tradable you sell it on the market for market price. I have Sonic.exe with me to tell you all about it.
My name is Sonic. I am a cash trader and I've been doing it for almost 3 years.
What do you like most about cash trading?
Definitely that you get to play with a lot of skins. You get to have a Dragon Lore 1 week, a Gungnir the other week, and you get to make profit on them as well. So it's like perfect.
And how much can someone expect to make cash trading at your level if you're comfortable sharing?
Most of the times around 10k a month. Sometimes a little bit less, sometimes a little bit more, but on average 10k a month.
If someone started out trying to get into cash trading, what is one tip you would give them to help them get started?
Definitely make a Twitter account and advertise on there. Every cash trader has a Twitter account, very important. And to make a Upin account.
Why Upin? What's special about Upin?
The liquidity on the site is great, and it only has a 1% fee.
Damn, I gotta get on Upin, man. The thing about cash trading though is, as you heard, it makes a lot of money, but there is quite a big barrier to entry because you have to be able to convince people to trust you. But of course, if you want to be making the big bucks, you can't expect it not to take a lot of work, but it's all gonna be worth it in the end. Last but certainly not least, we have a YouTuber with almost 2.5 million subscribers. You probably know him.
I am Sparkles. I am a gaming YouTuber. I've been making gaming videos for around 20 years or so, which makes me feel very, very old. But my favorite part of it is probably the community. I would have stopped a long time ago if it wasn't for the community interactions and their reactions and their kind of love that they spread, and hopefully the love that I give back. So yeah, easily community favorite part.
Why did you get into making YouTube videos?
Well, I started making YouTube videos because, well, back then, because I'm so old, that like YouTuber wasn't a thing, right? So that was not a career path. It was purely hobby. So I would be just uploading gaming highlights from myself, or maybe some ninja diffusers from myself, or maybe some of my friends' gameplay that I was playing with if they hit some crazy shots or something like that. So it all started from that basis, me just sharing what I loved and what my friends loved, and it turns out that the internet seemed to love it too.
I know the scene has changed quite a bit since you started your YouTube channel, but what is one tip that you give someone trying to build a following on YouTube today?
I would say the tip I have for someone trying to build their own YouTube channel today would be to not be afraid of being authentically themselves. When I first started, I thought there was something that I had to conform to, some kind of formula. I mean, obviously there is a kind of formula in the YouTube game. The algorithm does reward things like consistency, so I definitely recommend consistency. But I'd say just try and be yourself. Don't copy what's out there just because you think that's successful and that's what people want to see. Put stuff out there that you're genuinely passionate about, because your own passion comes through, and that's what people are inspired by, that's what people love, and inevitably it will just have a snowball effect.
There you have it. If you want to start a YouTube channel today, be yourself. Don't conform to anything that you think you should be conforming to. Do it because you love it. And I'll add this, don't start a YouTube channel purely for the money of it. It is not going to work out. But if you start making videos and you genuinely enjoy it, the money will come eventually. If you enjoy this new style of video, show that by hitting the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, do that as well. Massive thank you again to all 5 amazing individuals in this video. I will leave their socials down in the description if you want to follow them. And I have one bonus method for you to make money from CS2 skins. This is actually the easiest. You can actually make money by just playing the game. And if you want to learn more about that, then check out this video next, where I teach you everything about the weekly care package system that you'd ever need to know.